Alright, hello and welcome to Moving Parts Gaming. I'm Riley and this is Fallout 1. Last time, we decided to take over this house. Actually, these two houses actually. So now, Fallout Riley has a nice house, two-bedroom house of his very own, with a home office and an extra guest house. So maybe one companion can take over. Actually, no, that room's Dogmeat's room. So Dogmeat gets his own room, and then Ian and Tycho can hang out in the barracks across the street. In the time between this episode and last episode, I went ahead and moved all my stuff from that old shack to my new house. So this is my new weapon wall. I even took a little bit of time to fill in the blanks. Went ahead and purchased a few items, and I even sorted it. So here we have the three types of grenades. We have some edged weapons, some more melee weapons. We have one of the nicer knives, the 9mm, the 10mm, the Uzi, the submachine gun, the 44mm Magnum, and then the Desert Eagle, as well as a hunting rifle, the basic shotgun, and then there at the very bottom I also have hanging on the weapon wall the flamethrower and the rocket launcher. So those are a few blanks I've filled in, and I'll keep an eye out and see if I can't fill in a few more. But I think our house is turning up very nicely. I also took a second to stash a little bit more stuff, but this is our house now. So now our job is to, let's go check in with Decker now that we've taken out Mr. Hightower and moved into his house. See if Decker has any more work for us. So once we talk to Kane, Kane gives us the remaining amount of caps for the job, and that's when we get the experience dump. And I also just got a level as well. So let's go ahead and say done. Oh, there's the level. And let's go ahead and do the level, and then we'll talk to Kane again and see if Decker has another job for us. So let's see, this is level 7, so no perk this time around. I believe I was trying to get... I believe I was trying to raise small guns a little bit more and speech a little bit more because we're playing on hard. I was kind of getting burned by not having those stats better. I was failing a few speech checks that I really shouldn't have been failing. Is there anything else that I might want to give a bump to? I might throw a few more points into repair. There's a decent repair check coming up pretty soon. I might put a few more points into barter because we've been selling a lot of stuff. But then again, we do have more than enough caps to last for the rest of the game. So I'll go ahead and see where the points land. Alright, so I'd put 5 into repair to get that going in the right direction. And then I put the remaining 18, split it between speech and small guns to get those headed a little bit farther north. That's it for that level, but I think we're headed in the right direction. Let's go ahead and talk to Kane again. So, Kane, is there any more work? I don't think okay was the right way to respond to the question.
I have another job for you.
Are
you interested?
Yes, I am
Excellent.
interested.
You see, the last job I gave you was a test, and you did exceedingly well. Now comes a job of importance.
That was just a test. I took out one of the richest men in the city. God, your nose is pretty bad. It's like a boxer nose mixed with... It's like a boxer's nose mixed with a heavy alcoholic's nose mixed with like a skin cancer patient's nose. You might want to get that checked out. Okay, so that first job was a test, even though we took out like the richest man in the city, but whatever. So,
as you may know,
what's the next one?
The cathedral have been gaining influence in this town, and frankly, I won't stand for it.
Okay, so we've talked to the children before, and they seemed a little weird, but nothing too bad, you know. So what do you want me to do about it?
Kill the High Priestess Jane. Once she's gone, this little nuisance will be ended. Interested?
Okay, so we need to take out their High Priestess. Sure, why not?
I believe I'm beginning to like you. The pay is 1,000 up front and 4,000 upon completion. And trust me, I'll know when it's done.
Sounds good to me. That's a ton of caps.
Talk to Kane on your way out. He'll provide you with details.
Alright, and then we make sure to talk to Kane before we head on our way, and he gives us the 1,000 caps and gives us a little bit more information. And again, no live witnesses. We'll just see about that then. So here we are over in the Water District. There's the Water District right there. And here is the Children's Cathedral, or whatever it's called. Children of the Cathedral, something or other. And let's mouse around a little bit, look around a bit. Let's see a guard. There is Thorndyke, which is a healer. I can't remember if we talked to him before. There's the flower kid who gave us a flower. And her flowers actually have a weight of 0, so they're actually pretty good bartering items. Random patient on the ground, random patient on the ground. Then what's in here? We have a guard, and then there's Jane. Remember, Jane is our target, so let's go ahead and head over in this direction. I think I have a little something extra special planned for Jane. Can we say hi to Jane?
Why do you disturb an
And she has her own talking head. Let's go ahead and play along a little bit. I'm interested in your church and want some information. Do you have any pamphlets?
Continue to mock me, and I will have you thrown out.
But I was actually being sincere. Yeah, I was being sincere. Come on.
Why are you here? What would bring you to the children of the cathedral?
I can't say that, like, my life is a wreck or anything like that. Okay, let's say that I am a seeker of knowledge and would like to learn more.
Are you a child?
I'm as young as you want me to be. I mean, I don't believe in kink shaming. Am I a child? I'm a developed believer.
Then you should know better than to be here. I would caution you about your manners. Leave.
Well, so much for that. So let's, I have my own plans for Jane, so let's, you know, Jane, I think you look a little bit sick. Let's see if we can't, fix that attitude of yours. Hold on, I have a few more for you. And now, hopefully that's enough. Let's go ahead and wait until, those nasty side effects wear off. Should only be 30 minutes and then close. How does Jane look now?
You are not welcome.
Oh, my bad. Wrong button. She looks severely wounded. Okay, I was kind of worried about that. I've been stockpiling Super Stim Packs since about Shady Sands, I think. Yeah, at least Shady Sands. But this is a common trick to do in, like, the speedruns and stuff like that. It's a good trick to do to take out NPCs without having everyone else go aggro against you. But if you use about 5 Super Stim Packs on one person at once and then wait 30 minutes, the person will go through withdrawals for all of them at once. And part of the withdrawals for Super Stim Packs is like 10 points of damage. So those 10 points get stacked up all at once. And that's what I just did to Jane. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough. I'm going to go ahead and stick with this. Because the only way to get Super Stim Packs at this point in the game reliably would be to do something that would be to take on another quest that I don't want to take on just yet. So let's go ahead and see if we can't take her out. It's too bad we used the last of our explosives too. She would have been a great target for taking her out with the time bomb. It would be a great way to show off how, like, all the different ways you can kill someone with the time bomb. Because you can also activate the fuse on the time bomb and then throw it into any container on the map, and the container will explode. If you have decent steel, you can sneak the time bomb into other people's inventory. And another thing you can do is, and then you can also do, like, make makeshift roadside bombs by putting the time, after activating the time bomb, putting it into a bag or a backpack and then dropping like the bag or the backpack on the ground. I think that's an option to do if you, I'm actually not sure if NPCs will react to the dynamite just hanging out on the ground, because we did drop the one thing of dynamite behind the guy and he never saw it. But there'll be a few more opportunities for us to test out all of those methods in the future. So no sweat just yet, but let's go ahead and take out Jane right here and right now that we've weakened her a decent bit. Actually, I want to take a few more steps. Let's see if we can't get some of our companions in here. because I'll probably do the least amount of damage. I want to make sure that I spend my turn on Jane and then give my companions the shots to take out the guard. Alright, remember guys, no Russian and no live witnesses. Sorry Jane, nothing personal. Oh, that didn't kill her. Well, this is going to be interesting. Guard runs over, the patients get up, Jane takes a swing at me, no damage. The guard takes a shot at me. Bodyguard was hit for a decent amount of damage. Yep, Jane was hit for 8 points of damage. Dogmeat killed Jane, taking her down. And then Tycho and Ian shoot the bodyguard. Yeah, I believe that was a shot by Ian. Point blank shot with the combat shotgun takes out those two. Now it's back to my turn. It looks like one of the guards is running over, so I'll take 3 steps. Do I have a shot at anyone? Who are you? Hub guard, so hopefully this guy doesn't get involved. I'll go ahead and wait. Hopefully Dogmeat doesn't run through the door and block everyone else. Best case scenario, these guys get through the door first. Yep. Tycho reloads the rifle. Tycho takes a shot and misses somehow. Dogmeat takes big chunks out of him. And then what was that? Let's see, I believe Ian did a burst fire at the guard, hitting him for, what, like 20 points of damage? And then the guard takes a few shots at Tycho. Now it's back to us. We'll go ahead and do a burst fire at the guard point blank range. Hopefully we'll do big damage and won't have to... Hopefully we won't hit Dogmeat. There we go. Finish him off with 86 damage. That's what I want to see from a burst fire weapon, and I'll go ahead and use those last few points on reloading. And then end my turn. I believe the patient might... No, we get through the door first. Ian reloads, then follows through, and then it's back to me. I'll go ahead and use my turn, getting through the doorway and heading in the right direction. Hopefully the kid doesn't get involved. Oh god. And then the flower child was hit in the groin for 30 damage and killed. Jeez, Tycho. Tycho just killed a kid. Ian just blew away the doctor. Now it's left to me to take out the patients, I guess. Let's go ahead and take out the patient who's completely unarmed, and that was supposed to be a burst fire. Oh well. But that's 60 damage, that's good damage. And I'll go ahead and just make sure I switch over to burst fire for next time and end my turn. Oh, they were ganging up on me. I was punched for no damage, I believe. No, he missed, so basically the same. Dogmeat takes a big bite, does 10 damage. Dogmeat does takes another big bite and kills him himself. I'll go ahead and end my turn, and hopefully that's the end of combat. Who's left? Oh no, combat's going to keep going because there's more people on the map. I'm just going to hit end combat. And yeah, for defeating my enemies, including one kid, we get 585 experience points. So I'm going to go ahead and loot all the containers here, especially this back room. Something tells me there might be something interesting back here. And I'll let you know if there's anything worth taking. So it looks like that poor child we killed had 15 flowers. And like I said, flowers are actually a pretty good bartering item because they have no weight and are worth like 5 caps. So it's not nothing. I'll go ahead and take those. Sorry, kid. And yeah, because Tycho killed the kid, we don't get the child killer perk, so we don't need to worry about that part. So this last door in the upper left corner is locked, so good thing we did the Thieves' Circle first. I'll just use the automatic lockpicks, or whatever they're called, on it, and see if we can't get that door open. No, not on the wall. Okay, so it took a few tries, but I got the door open. And yeah, that was my bad. I misunderstood what the electronics lockpick does. You're supposed to use it, it's supposed to be used on electronic doors, like the ones you might find in a military base or in a vault, not on, like, conventional locks, like on doors and containers, so I had to use the normal lockpicks. But after switching to the normal lockpicks, we got the door open, no problem, so no need to worry about that. But just something to keep in mind, that the electronic lockpicks are for electronic doors. I don't think there's anything... I think that's the only electronic locks in the game. Now let's check out the container, and when you look at that, we get a whole bunch of loot. And among all the loot we find, robes like Jane was wearing so he could blend in as a priest, or at least as a member of the cathedral. Something tells me that this is going to be a very important item to hold on to for the future. But of course, because all of this is valuable stuff, I'm going to be taking all of it. So much good loot. So now I am back at the Maltese Falcon. Now that we've taken out Jane, then looted the whole cathedral, picked up some really great loot while we were at it as well. I'm going to go ahead and talk to Kane to complete the quest, turn in the objective. Damn, this is a lot of cash. Decker really wanted that bitch dead. Here are your scripts. Kane gives you 4,000 caps. You've proven yourself to be quite useful. Let's go ahead and talk to Kane. Do you have any jobs? Okay. Let's see if Decker has any more work for us.
I'm very proud of you. You're ruthless, an attribute I admire. Kane will give you your payment. I hope you're available in the future.
No more jobs? Okay. Can I barter? Oh, I can barter with you. Huh. You have a lot of throwing knives. Some stim packs. What if I just go ahead and take those from you? Do you like fruit? I'll give you some fruit as well. I think we made a pretty good trade with Decker. So let's go ahead and ask him. Can I ask you a few questions?
Yes.
Under the circumstances, yes. Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. What's in the hub?
The market is in the center of town, surrounded by a number of establishments. You have the heights to the west and Old Town to the east. Under the circumstances.
Okay, that's pretty basic information. Do you have any rumors?
To be stealing whole caravans from the Fargo traders, and the thieves' circle is causing their normal minor difficulties.
Okay, so that's pretty. We already were familiar with that. Okay, so it looks like Decker doesn't have any more work for us for now. So I'm back in the center of town again, and we just completed 2 quests for Decker. He pays pretty well. And we were also able to take over basically a whole neighborhood to ourselves. So we got a nice house out of it. But you know what? Fallout Riley, he may be trying to get rich here, but he also has a conscience. And what he did to those people doesn't really sit right with his conscience. I mean, the caps sit nice and all. The caps help a lot, and the loot helps too. The house certainly helps as well. But you know what? I don't think we're just going to let that go and not try to make up for it. Because you see, over here is a police station. Why, hello, Sheriff Green. I would like to report a crime. It seems that seems like Decker tried to hire me to kill someone named Jane. You're too late. I knew he was responsible. I only wish I knew in time to stop him. In any case, you're the final witness I needed to act. We'll have to take him out. This is going to be rough, and I can use all the help I can get. I can pay you 1,300 caps, 300 now, and the rest when we're all done. What do you say? I'd say it'd be a pleasure to get paid and to do some killing. Great, well, here's the first part of the payment. We can leave as soon as you're ready. So, let's go ahead and turn in Decker. Let the sheriff know that Decker tried to pay us. Well, he actually did pay us, but that's not really an option. But let's go ahead and turn in Decker for those killings and leave out our responsibility in it. And that's actually a bit of a speech check too. I'm pretty sure it's a pretty easy one to pass. But if you fail it, the sheriff suspects that you were the hitman, and you are given a second opportunity to say like, no, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. And if you pass that, you end up with the conversation we had. If you fail, I think you just lose that opportunity, and you have to save and reload. I don't think he goes hostile to you. I'm pretty sure he doesn't go hostile to you. But yeah, we were able to pass the first speed check. So now we are able to turn in Decker, and the sheriff asks us if we want to go with him to take him out. So this is basically going to be a repeat of the Gizmo fight, but it's going to be like the next level of it. So this is going to be pretty tough, but we have plenty of loot, and luckily, I didn't even realize it at the moment, but we kind of disarmed Decker. I traded him all of his throwing knives, which is his main way of dealing damage, and I took his stim packs and gave him some flowers. So let's see how that plays out. Let's tell the sheriff I'm ready. I saved recently, so yep, game saved. So I can load the save if I happen to get myself killed again. So let's go. And we immediately load into, I think so. Okay. And we immediately load into Decker's. We immediately load into Decker's basement with Decker and Kane back here. So there is Decker. Decker has no wish to talk to you anymore. Yeah, I guess that's okay. And then there's Kane. We probably could have bartered with Kane to disarm him before the fight, but I kind of just forgot about it, and it's we'll be okay. I'm guessing Decker also had one throwing knife still equipped, and that was what he threw at us. But now that he's out of throwing knives, he should be completely unarmed. Now in this fight, we have our companions with us, and we are backed up by the sheriff. There's Tycho, there's me, there's Dogmeat, there is Ian, there's the Deputy Fry, remember him from the front gate. But now, like, there's the, what is that, 5, 6 of us, counting Dogmeat, right in a pack right here. Now everyone else is on Decker's side. However, if we kill Decker and Kane, the basic guards will go neutral to us, and we'll give up the fight, and that's the end of the quest. However, I'm going to say I want all the gang members dead, because that's loot, remember? We're in it for the loot. Make sure we're on burst fire, and let's try to take out, I think I have a straight shot at, yeah, I believe I have a straight shot at Kane, and I believe he's going to be one of the bigger problems to us. Decker's basically unarmed at this point, so I'm not going to worry about him. And let's see, 29 points of damage, and I'm just going to end my turn so I get a small bonus to my defense. Guard rushes over, guard rushes over. Guard takes a single shot, I'm hit for 6 points, Dogmeat takes a bite. Missed. 6 points to the guard, 17 points to the guard. I'm hit for... Am I dead? Yeah, that's me dead. Kane inflicts...
Not even the carrion eaters.
I think that said Kane punched me in the face. Like, punched me in the eye for critical damage and killed me. That was something like 16 damage. But I'll go ahead and load the game and get us right back to where we were. Actually, before I go over to talk to Sheriff Green again, so Kane, how's it going? Care to barter? Looks like you have a lot of stim packs. That's a, seems like, something that would be a good thing to have with you in a fight. But, I would be more than happy to buy those stim packs off of you for, caps, you know. It's not like I'd ever see those caps again. And I'll go ahead and use this opportunity to prep my inventory, too. Make sure I have a stim pack on item 2. And I'm not at full health either, so I'll go ahead and wait until I'm fully healed too before I go talk to the sheriff. So I waited until I was fully healed, and that was something like 12 hours, and I'll go ahead and drop a save real fast. Alright, Sheriff, let's get to it. Alright, I'm ready, let's do it. And we're back in the basement. Decker throws his knife at me. And I'll go ahead and switch over. Oh, okay, that was from the knife. That's why I don't have full health again. And I'll go ahead and switch over to my assault rifle and take the shot at Kane. I only do 11 damage, that's too bad. And then I'll turn those points into extra defense. The few guards run over. I'm hit for 10 damage, that's big damage. Dogmeat fights, 8 damage, 1 damage, knocked to the ground. Another 10 damage, okay. Oops, Fry was hit instead. I was critically hit for 51 damage.
Your bones are scraped clean by the desolate wind. Your vault will now surely die.
You know, that's the second time Kane's killed me, so I took a brief detour over to one of the shops, and now I made sure to pick up a bit of a surprise for, what was it, Kane? So let's see if this goes a little bit different. Alright, Sheriff, let's go. I'm ready. And I'm hit by a knife for 3 points, but now it's my turn. So let's go ahead and throw this thing and see how it goes. I have 8% chance of hitting negative 19. Okay, 11. So I don't have a very strong, I don't think this is going to go well, but let's see what happens. I have 8%, that's not nothing. And I basically hit the wall on that. But I still have 5 points, so that's enough to take a single shot. Come on, damage. 5, so not too bad. And I'm knocked to the ground, dealing big damage to me. Oh, I was killed. Okay, someone came over and just finished me off.
Not even the carrion eaters are interested in your radiated corpse.
And now we're back here again. I'm going to stick with turning in Decker, but this is kind of telling me that we're not quite equipped enough to take on Decker and Kane just yet. But I have a bit of a plan for them. Oh, look over there. It's Iguana Bob hanging out in a cell. Is that... No, oh wait, maybe that's Iguana Bob over there. Pretty sure that's Iguana Bob. Oh well. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I have a bit of a plan for how to take on Decker and Kane. Now that it seems like a frontal assault may not be the best strategy. However, that requires us to do a few extra things first, a few extra quests first. I remember there was Erwin who needed someone to take out the raiders in his house. There was also the matter of the missing Fargo caravans that we should take on. There were also those 2 houses over in the old section of town that got mad at us when we tried to walk inside and see what was going on. So those are all options to continue investigating, but I think that's a perfect place to pick up next time. So, I'm Riley with Moving Parts Gaming. This has been Fallout 1. Stay tuned and I'll catch you next time.